Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Kazi iendelee. I'm delighted to join you today at this very significant academic event. In particular, especially as it actually follows our nation's 63rd independence anniversary. Allow me to convey and deliver greetings from our Minister, the Minister of Education, Science and Technology, Professor Mkenda, whom you had actually invited to grace this very important event, but he couldn't make it due to exigencies of the office. So please receive his regards, and he would very much wish to be here with you, but for the reason he explained, he couldn't make it. I'm therefore honored to be standing here as the guest of honor for today's event. I also wish to extend my sincere gratitude to the Vice Chancellor, Professor William Mwegoha, and the organizing committee for inviting the Minister of Education, Science and Technology, and in particular, the Minister, whom I'm actually happy to represent. I also commend Mzumbe University for investing resources to host this conference with the theme, Perspectives on Development Studies for the Current and Future Generation. This theme clearly shows your commitment to your institutional motto, namely, study for the development of the people. Tujifunze kwa maendeleo ya watu. This is the motto for the Mzumbe University. Dear participants, concepts of development and its academic discipline, namely development studies, are intrinsically linked. That means the concept of development and development studies as an academic discipline are intrinsically linked. But it's very important to note that the two are dynamic and also involved in fields that reflect our dynamic understanding of human progress or development. I must admit that in the past, development as a concept was primarily viewed through an economic lens. But nowadays, its dimensions have actually expanded to encompass social, cultural, and humanistic aspects. This evolution demonstrates that development is not only about economic growth, but it is about holistic human advancement. Dear participants, development studies is an academic discipline, often, as it was initially mentioned here by Dr. Lulu, often attracts debates regarding its status. Some question its standalone nature, while others suggest that multifaceted international frameworks like the Sustainable Development Goal might diminish its relevance. However, my position is that we need development studies now more than ever before. Development as a concept is not uniform. We all agree on that one. Each society has unique values requiring specific attention. For example, modern societies face increasingly complex and different challenges compared to the challenges experienced by traditional societies. We therefore need to have dynamic and multifaceted framework for describing development challenges for different societies. Dear participants, the conference theme, as initially was pointed out, is both timely and crucial. And this is because we live in an era of escalating economic, social, and humanitarian crises, both locally and globally. And in that particular case, the role of development studies as an academic discipline must also evolve from pure theorization exercise to practical policy influence. We need development approaches that are human-centered, holistic, integrated, evidence-based, and both locally and globally relevant. Dear participants, in Tanzania, development studies as an academic discipline is intentionally designed as a cross-cutting course in higher learning institutions. This ensures that every graduate understands how their professional training contribute to national development later on. However, when we witness unethical practices like corruption or lack of accountability in our institutions, we must question whether our approaches to teaching development studies need reassessment. Distinguished participants, I urge you to consider several critical aspects of development during your discussions, such as the dynamic nature of development challenges, the need for locally generated solutions, the balance between economic growth and social equity, the role of development studies in addressing contemporary issues, and the importance of building metacognitive capabilities in our societies. These are the areas that I really wish to challenge you with, and I hope you hold discussions in these 2 days that we are holding this workshop here, and come up with some deliberations that can inform policy and can inform our approaches to teaching development studies as an academic discipline. Dear participants, development studies must help developing countries in particular to understand what is relevant to their people while building social capabilities in addressing emerging challenges. Development studies should contribute to the following. One, it should contribute to uncovering root causes of development challenges. Two, providing scientific solutions to society challenges or societal challenges. Three, it should contribute to addressing both external and internal factors affecting development. And fourth, it must contribute to ensuring inclusive development that leaves no one behind. Dear participants, as we reflect on Tanzania's history of self-reliance and current neoliberal policies, development studies must help us navigate the path that ensures both progress and equity. It's not so long ago that we came from this philosophy of self-reliance and brotherhood, but now we are at a different era, which we politely call neoliberal era. But of course, development studies as a discipline must help us navigate our path through in order to ensure both economic progress and equity so that no one is left behind in such transition. Development studies must definitely guide policy formulation and formulation of programs that will promote development while maintaining social cohesion. This is to emphasize how important development studies as an academic discipline is. Dear participants, I know you are all here to share experiences about something fundamental to our collective future. I took interest to go through your programs, and I figured out that there are about 72 papers or presentations that are going to be delivered in the next 2 days. And from this, I'm sure that you will obtain knowledge and experiences that will, of course, guide our collective action. As academicians, you must demonstrate scholarly rigor, bearing in mind that the ultimate goal of your work as an academician, is to contribute to socio-economic development for all. And here I really want to echo the Mzumbe's motto, that study for the development of the people. Dear participants, it's not my intention to deliver a very long speech, and you must remember, I'm delivering the speech on behalf of the minister. So I'm supposed to be careful not to overdo it, so that next time I will also be given an opportunity to represent him. So I would like to conclude at this particular juncture by saying that I wish to commend Mzumbe University once again for hosting this prestigious event. I'm told and I'm informed that such events are held in rotation. You share responsibilities among the universities that actually teach development studies as an academic discipline. And I'm told now it will be a turn for either SUA or Muhimbili University of Health and Allied Sciences. So I look forward to getting your feedback on when, where, and when will the next event be held. I also thank the organizers for inviting the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology to grace this very significant event. I also wish you all productive and insightful discussion over the 2 days of the workshop. With these very few remarks, I now declare that the 3rd International Conference on Development Studies officially open. Thank you for your attention.
Tumedhamiria, tunaboresha elimu yetu.